Yo, what's up, family? I had to do this video because all the nonsense going on, all the antics, y'all see it on the internet, on the news, or this joker Elon Musk. So I'm gonna title this one here, Elon Musk, what a fake. You know what I'm saying? What a fake and a hypocrite. Now, you know why they claiming he's the richest man in the world? Because remember, it was Jeff Bezos. It was the internet guy. I forgot what's his name. You know what I'm talking about. Whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Can't get his name off the top of my head. But what a phony and a fake. See, you know why he's the big man now? Because that's their boy. They chose him. That's how they do with everything. See, they chose him to say, we're going to allow you to be the front runner for all the nonsense that we want, because we're going to use you later to be our greatest and biggest lobbyist. But you got to do all the stuff we want. So we're going to give you all kinds of subsidies. Now remember, what is subsidies? Here's the definition for subsidies right here. See, all kind of loans and kind of help that they give you to make the load lighter for you. Every kind of help that they give you, you mostly hear the word subsidies when you're talking about welfare. So think about what I'm saying. That's essentially welfare he's getting to get that helped his company so big. Because I tell you, I remember back in the days, I had a bunch of Tesla stock years ago, and it did nothing but tank. I had to get rid of that crap. But anyway, back to my point. See, this has always been the game that they play, these government officials, Hollywood and all that. If that's their boy, they're going to do everything to allow all his antics, all his nonsense and everything. But remember, Elon Musk ain't create nothing. He has plagiarized everything that he got. That'll be the word of the day for y'all. And what does plagiarize mean? It means to take the works and the ideals of someone else and pass it off as your own. You're going to steal somebody else's work, steal everything that they doing, and you act like you created. Because he ain't created nothing. His name, remember, his name is Elon Musk. But the name of his company and all the cars are called Tesla. Where did he get that name from? Y'all know it. That comes from Nikola Tesla from way back in the days. Nikola Tesla has so many inventions run on natural fusion and stuff like that. He had so many inventions, and all Elon Musk did was steal all of Nikola Tesla's works and ideals. Remember what plagiarize mean? To steal someone's works and ideals and pass it off as your own. All he has done is take all of his works and pass it off as his own, and these government officials has gave him subsidies to do it. Listen, man, do you know you got old cars back in the days that was doing incredible things? Like they would have a fifth wheel. Remember how a lot of people, when you first learned how to drive, you had to do that parallel park, right? Man, they got videos out there that cars from way back in the days, the doggone 50s, where jokers had a fifth wheel to do that. Man, Elon didn't create nothing. All he has ever did is plagiarize. And see, these government officials now, they getting the backlash of, damn, we put the wrong person in office. We put the wrong person in power, meaning Elon. Remember, the name of the company is called Tesla. That's Nikola Tesla's works and ideals. But Elon Musk is acting like he didn't create nothing. Watch this. Like I said, you got all them old cars of the old days that was doing all these incredible things. He hasn't created nothing. Everything has been plagiarized. But not only that, I remember personally going to Tesla companies way back in the days when I had to deliver a lot of their car parts, motors, and all that stuff. That's what our company did. We delivered. And did you know, anyone works at Tesla, they will tell you this, especially the Spanish and the brothers. They will tell you this. Do you know they got a section for the Spanish and black workers, and they got the white workers in another section? Of course they cross and mingle and all that, but they have different pay differentiations for these people. It's like, yeah, it's almost everything is come down to race. But see, Elon Musk is not Nikola Tesla. It's so much nonsense. His stock was always crashing way back in the days. And if you go into companies, you'll see so much ridiculous nonsense going on at his company, especially when it comes to racial appreciation, racial crap. When it comes to people getting promotions, all you'll see all the nonsense in there. But ultimately, I'm gonna stick to the topic. Like I said, this man hasn't created nothing. Now you see, this fool was going around with a doggone chainsaw, like he's slashing price for something. No, he cutting all these government official jobs. But now it's coming back to bite him in the butt. Because a lot of these government officials like, hey, what the heck? We put this guy in power. Yeah, that's where y'all messed up. You put, like the old saying, what does it go? It goes something like this. It says, anyone in power too long, they will eventually become corrupt. See, that's the whole reason why the presidency, you get two terms of 4 years apiece. So you have a total of 8 years term, because they could never allow like a monarch, someone to just totally be in power always. So that's why you got rules like that. Now, North Korea, that's a whole nother entity. That's a whole nother thing. Kim Jong-un, they in power, they stay in power. That's why they got everybody brainwashed to believe he's the greatest thing since the wheel. But that's the whole purpose. Anyone in power too long will eventually become corrupt. And see how this guy, he's showing up at the White House with jeans and a shirt. While everybody got a suit and tie, it's an attire how you supposed to present yourself. Got his son running all over the White House and doing whatever the hell he wants. See, anyone in power too long will eventually be corrupt. They think they could do whatever the hell they want to do. They could do what they want, how they want, and don't give a damn about nothing. Y'all going around saying this guy is the richest man in the world. But see how y'all keep flip-flopping that? He's the richest man in the world. And it was Jeff Bezos. And then it was, what's the guy? Bill Gates. It was Bill Gates. It was the oil typhoon guy. Y'all keep flip-flopping. Know why they do that? It's no different how when they put these magazines out and they put some goofy joke on the front and they go, he's the most handsomest guy in the world. Why? Fiat? That's why. Because y'all said so. Just like the money in America, it's backed by no commodity. Because y'all say so. Oh, she's the most prettiest woman in the world. He's the most handsomest guy in the world. Why? Because they say so? See, that's how it is with this joker Elon Musk. He's in power because y'all put him in power. I remember Anthony Mackie said this a while ago. He said, yo, and this touches on Elon Musk, because that's their boy. Y'all put him in power. Y'all put him there. Even in Hollywood, you'll see know some of the most incrediblest actors, know all the parts to a line. Great actors, great actresses, but they never quite get the big roles. And then the people that do get the big roles, you go, how the heck did this joker get that big role? Why? Because they chose to go in that back room with that 80-year-old man or whatever, or that the foul person, right? They chose to do stuff that's obscene to get their careers. Whereas someone that has raw, natural talent, you go, well, they never got that big shot. Man, that's a great actor. She's a great actress. See, if that's not your boy, if that's not their boy, or you do all these little crazy things they want, you don't get the shot. See, but when you their boy, aka Elon Musk, oh, we're gonna do everything to make sure you're the one, you're our boy. All that crap they made years ago talking about Silicon Valley, all these people come out with these great adventures all around the same time. Really? Back to back to back to back. No, that's their boy. See, oh, that's their girl. See, when they sit here and say, oh, we're gonna allow you to do all this nonsense, we're gonna back it, and we're gonna push you forward every time with all your nonsense. But see, like I said earlier, a lot of these government officials, they fed up with this crap now. This guy firing all these government officials, you coming on stage with a chainsaw and talking about you slicing, pricing. Now, I get it with a lot of government officials' jobs where y'all, it's mediocre. We don't even need these positions. It's just taking up American citizens' money. I get that. But he's doing stuff that's outlandish, that's ridiculous. But mostly what I'm saying is how he's plagiarizing Nikola Tesla's works and ideals and claiming it as his own. Everybody giving this guy all this credit like he created something. He ain't create nothing. Peace.